All right, today we're talking about protecting your workplace rights. Federal and state laws have been established to protect the rights, health, and safety of all workers, including specific laws to protect teen workers. These laws address such issues as wages, how workers are treated, how work-related injuries are handled, and the number of hours teenagers can work. Why protect your rights? As an employee, you have a right to a positive, safe, and fair workplace. If you understand your rights before you begin work, you can be aware of problems that may arise and your options for addressing them. So what are your rights as an employee? Federal laws offer basic workplace protections. Here's a summary of some of the most important workplace rights. You have a right to a workplace free of hazards. If necessary, protective equipment will be provided along with training on how to use it. You are permitted to report safety issues to your employer or to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, otherwise known as OSHA. You may refuse to work if conditions are too dangerous. You may work only the number of hours allowed, at the types of work permitted, at the wages required by federal and state labor laws for your age. You are entitled to receive payment to cover medical care costs if you are injured or become sick due to your job. You may also be entitled to a payment for lost wages. You have a right to work without racial or sexual harassment. There may be other rights protected by your state laws. Go to Youth Rules at the U.S. Department of Labor website, www.youthrules.dol.gov/. Look for the specific rules that apply for your age and state. So how can you protect your rights? Use these tips in the poster project on the next page to learn about your rights and responsibilities as a worker. Little stoppage here in the video. Stay off your phone and listen. Thanks. Number 1, follow your employer's health and safety rules and use required safety gear and equipment. This includes the use of safety equipment when working around hazardous chemicals and on construction sites. Even if being safe means working more slowly, follow the rules. Following the rules can protect your health and even save your life. Number 2, ask questions. Request training if it feels necessary. Ask your supervisor or a colleague how to deal with difficult situations as they come up, such as speaking with angry customers, performing complicated tasks, and using machineries. Number 3, if you feel unsafe at work, tell your supervisor, parent, another adult, or OSHA. If your employer doesn't respond to your concerns, you can report a hazardous situation directly to OSHA. Trust your instincts. Do not be afraid to ask questions or even to refuse to do a particular task if you feel it is unsafe. Number 4, stay alert and be careful. When tasks become familiar, people sometimes have a tendency to get careless. Slips, falls, burns, and sprains are common injuries, especially when people rush. Even repetitive strain injuries can be avoided by paying careful attention to how you perform repetitive tasks. And then finally, number 5, know your resources. When you begin work, you might even be given an employee manual that outlines workplace policies and employee rights. Read it to learn as much as you can about your job. If the company has a human resources department, contact them to find out about any policies that pertain to your position and safety. The U.S. Department of Labor and local labor boards may have more information about employee rights specific to your occupation and location.